Where you at, Berto?
Streamers who ruin their career in seconds. I'm telling you, bro, it's like every YouTuber and streamer, as soon as they get some motion, the first thing that comes to their brain is like, how can I mess it all up? I'ma just give it all away. I don't want this money, power, and success. I just wanna go to jail or some weird man. Y'all already know what to do. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, get your boy right. I promise you, I won't fumble it. Let's get right into the video. I love y'all. Where you at, family? Let's do it.
James Phantom Lord Varga. 6 years ago, on July 17th, 2016, The Richard Lewis Show on YouTube published an insanely excellent discovery that would end up being a massive jab at Phantom Lord's streaming career. Now, just so you know, Phantom Lord had a massive fan base back in 2016 with about 1.3 million followers and was ranked 7th in terms of total followers. His primary content was Counter-Strike
on YouTube,
Global Offensive, which of course fans loved. And to take financial advantage of his numbers, he heavily promoted a CSGO gambling site named CSGO Shuffle. And basically in the video, Lewis explains how a hacker, while trying to get into CSGO Shuffle and rip it off, found incriminating evidence against Varga. The hacker came across Skype logs of conversations between Varga and CSGO Shuffle coder Duhao Joris that suggested Varga owned the site. There were about 1,800 messages dating back from the summer of 2015. Lewis's exact statement was that the messages, quote, heavily suggest, almost to a degree of certainty, that Phantom Lord is the owner of CSGO Shuffle. And on top of that, he has gambled exclusively with, quote, house money taken from the business.
Don't let me find out y'all over here getting mad because niggas a smart businessman. Is that what y'all are trying to tell me right now? Y'all canceling Buddy because he had a smart business and financial incentive? I don't know.
Apparently, Vargas was paying Joris big money to make it seem like he could win or lose whenever he wanted. This was obviously
a little bit of mischief.
A disturbing scenario because not only was Varga not disclosing his ownership interest when promoting the site, but also gambling with money he made from the business. Following the expose, Varga's Twitch channel was removed due to terms of service violations. The ban came as no surprise because skin gambling had been explicitly prohibited by Valve, the game developing company, and the FTC. These two firms had issued statements following YouTubers Trevor T. Martin and Thomas Syndicate Castle's promotion of these gambling sites. In Varga's case, Twitch came out and made its position clear, stating, as a reminder, per Twitch's terms of service, broadcasters are not permitted to stream content that breaks their terms of service or user agreements of third parties. What they meant here is that if you're doing illegal stuff by the standards of other parties like Valve or the FTC, then you're definitely violating Twitch's terms of service.
I mean, fair enough, but I don't know, bro. Like, I'm just not as like emotional as some of these guys. It's like, bro, if niggas want to gamble, let them fucking gamble. Now, I know that might be a controversial take, but it's just like, I guess where it gets a little tricky is if it's influencing crowds that are under the age of what is legal to gamble. Fair enough, fair enough. Fair play, fair play. I take back what I said then. Makes sense.
Varga went dark for a while after the ban and then re-emerged in 2018 with a lawsuit against Twitch for unlawfully suspending his account and ending his contract with no explanation. He also insisted that the suspension was based on false accusations from people trying to tarnish his name. Surprisingly, he won the case in April 2021 and even celebrated the win in this tweet, which reads in part that, quote, Twitch can't bully, lie, and treat streamers unfairly the way they have for years. The court awarded him $20,720. Surprisingly,
20 bands. I ain't gonna lie, 20 bands for all that? I thought you would have caught at least a couple M's.
His win was despite a countersuit from Twitch where they claimed that they had warned him against streaming content that violated his contract with them. You can see those violations in this image. However, winning the court case doesn't mean that he's going to be returning to Twitch. The 2016 ban was permanent. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops up on Kick. Go follow me on Kick, by the way. In an email to PC Gamer after the court case ended, Twitch said, "We absolutely stand behind our decision to terminate his account, and he will not be allowed back onto our service." So he's still not on Twitch, and it doesn't seem like he's active on any other platform. And his last tweet was in 2021, just after the court case, so it seems his career is done for. You know?
Yeah, damn, GG's. All that for 20,000? 20,000 is not gonna get you far in this content shit. That nigga might actually have a day job. Unless he just made so many M's, he's comfortable to retire for the rest of his life. Damn.
We don't know if these streamers have like other businesses outside of it, especially this dude, since he likes not saying he's affiliated with businesses. When I say they ruin their careers, I'm talking about their online image because, you know, they could have some investments in stocks that we don't know about and are living a lavish life. Yeah, that's what we're gonna move forward with. The idea of these streamers ruining their online images. So let's head on to the next one. Brandon Atrioc Ewing. Now, the saying goes, curiosity killed the cat, and Brandon Ewing, aka...
They also say cats have 9 lives. So who's really winning in life?
Atrioc, a popular Twitch streamer, is one of the most recent cases of people finding this out the hard way. Atrioc, who has over 315,000 followers on Twitch, was caught by his fans watching deepfake P-word videos of other female Twitch streamers, an action that made his career nosedive. So who found out, what did they do, and what happened? Well, let's start with how he was found out. A now deleted post on the subreddit r/livestreamfail made on Monday, January 30th of this.
Lust will be the death of y'all niggas, bruh. Like, you niggas really just can't relax. Niggas watching deep fakes of other streamers
year was the first place that the news broke. In the clip, as this screenshot from Twitter shows, Atrioc slipped up and it can be clearly seen that one of his open tabs on his PC is Bavfakes Fantopia. This is a website where someone could pay for deep fake P-word content of famous influencers. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys know how advanced.
What? Oh my God. So people are really out here, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? It's like y'all are getting too creative with this goonish shit. It's literally making me sick, gang.
AI is, so this shouldn't really be a shocker that this exists. It's a pretty creepy concept. I'm sure it's probably some weird men running the website in the background and unconsensually selling these images of people that don't want to participate in those images or videos. There's videos too. On the
I ain't gonna lie, AI is getting way out of control, bro. The government need to do something about it, but the thing is, they're not. They're the ones that made this even possible.
That sold him out. There were visible deepfake thumbnails of popular streamers, Pokimane, Maya Higa, and Cutie Cinderella. The evidence was clear as day.
He was gooning. Nah, I can't even respect your game, gangster. Like, all right, bro. You was like, hear me out, bro. Hear me out. I'm really not trying to sound like a degenerate right now, but Pokimane. You was watching deep fakes of Pokimane. Like, I can't even respect your game, man. I can't even respect your hustle, G. What?
And he had no chance of even denying it. So just a few hours after the clip had gone viral,
obviously
Atrioc
I don't
appeared on a
condone
live
any of
stream
it
with his girlfriend to address the situation. In the stream, he starts with, I want to say, first of all, that it is true. It's 100% true. And then goes on to offer a very teary apology. He explains that what he did wasn't a pattern of behavior, but rather a result of morbid curiosity. Basically, he explained that at 2 in the morning, he had been reading up on AI and deepfakes. Then he somehow ended up on P-Hub, where he saw the deepfake ads, clicked on them, and landed on Bavfakes, where he paid to see the content.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, hey, bro, that sounds like one of the ones you got to pay for. You don't just get access to that.
Normal person, I would never do something like that again. It was evident that what he did was so wrong because 2 days later, on February 1st, 2023, he wrote another apology in a tweet via Twitlonger, where he apologized to streamers Maya and Pokimane for the fact that they would be associated with the screenshot and their character.
I ain't gonna lie though, Pokimane and all the other ladies, I feel bad for them. They go under so much scrutiny and being over sexualized. It's actually pretty sad. You know, whether you like them or not, that's another different conversation, but they shouldn't have to deal with this.
Characters put into question. And this was indeed true because the internet never forgets. And yeah, this was true because whenever you bring up Cutie Cinderella or Pokimane, I'm not saying that this is always brought up, but it was a memorable thing that happened in the Twitch storyline. Thank God Twitch is fading away. Go follow me on Kick. And actually, Cutie Cinderella confirmed this sentiment in a stream where she said, this is what it looks like to feel violated. This is what it looks like to see yourself naked against your will being spread all over the internet. The anger could be felt as she blustered out. Atrioc for showing it to thousands of people. Some other reactions from female streamers were from tweets like this. Atrioc also recognized that his bad decision had turned him from a respectable person into a deep fake keyword guy.
Yeah, reputation cooked just like that. One thing that you never want to happen to your reputation is get known as a fucking weirdo, gang. GG's. Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy and this guy. All people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the
process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
And vowed to let his actions speak going forward. Then, in a bid to show good faith, partnered with a law firm, Ryan Morrison, and had the website taken down. After the incident, Atrioc said he was, quote, stepping away from content creation and his creative agency, Off-Brand. However, just 6 weeks later, on March 14th, 2023, he re-emerged in a stream with a whole new project, taking down deepfake sites that were taking advantage of female streamers.
This nigga committed to the hustle. He's like, nah, bro, y'all not about to do me like this. I'm not a weirdo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it my life's mission to take down every weirdo in the industry. I'm the weirdo hunter, nigga. Hell no.
Apparently, he had given $60,000 to a law firm called Morrison Rothman so that any woman on Twitch could use their services for DMCA takedowns or reputation management. He also explained that he was working with Maya Higa.
How big of a market is this even, bro? Like, can you even really milk it like that? Who went down like a route like that? Didn't Gideon go down a route of like taking down P's now? And I think he's crushing it. Hold on, let's check Gideon out right now. Because Gideon had a complete content shift to where I don't think he got canceled, but didn't he get super religious? Yeah, this is Gideon's entire thing now. He literally just catches peas and he's killing it. 7 days ago, 2 million views, 1 million views, 1.4. Wow. It's kind of crazy how big YouTube is on these platforms. Like, I don't really watch Gideon anymore. Let me know if y'all want me to tap into some of these P videos, but P catch videos. But it's kind of crazy. Like, he's getting all these views going so crazy, but just like on a different side of the internet. Cause like, I'm not even tapped into that. But
deepfakes,
you would think with the amount of views he's getting, like he's just like hella viral and everybody's talking about him. But maybe on his side of the internet, that is the case. I don't know.
Their algorithm. Allegedly, other streamers that have been impacted like Cutie and Pokimane are helping as well. In that brief and choppy stream, he also told his fans to not expect any regular content from him. Clearly, those few seconds on an open tab ruined his career. I remember when the situation was going on and it was a very like new problem to have. This wasn't happening even last year. I did see like some like, I don't know, like a group of people. It was a lot, but like the minority arguing like, so what? It's not actually them, you know? But it's like the online SA. Not that I'm cutting him slack because it's such a new problem. It really just leaves you scratching your head. That's really it. Let's move on to the next one. Damn, this ramen is hot, bro. Like, it's
this is a brand deal.
Like, I can't even. I need something.
What's going on here?
No, get him. It's Disney.
Okay, get your money,
Dellor Vaughn. Matt, aka Dellor, is a big name on Twitch and has been for a while. Back in 2017, aged 28, he had about 315,000 followers, but now is at 724,000 thanks to his professional Overwatch player career. It's thus surprising that someone doing so well in his streaming career would ruin it for saying slurs. Also, it seems like Dellor would be much further along by now if he had only avoided letting out his frustrations on other people. This is because as of now, he's had at least 3 incidents that were literal career-ending moves, and he
That's what they say, bro. Some niggas just don't learn until that fire burn their ass, bro. Because you get caught not 1, not 2, not 3, but it takes you 4 times before you learn your lesson, and by then it's too late. You're canceled, bro.
Only managed to escape complete career nosedives by a whisker. First, in 2017, he was dropped by an Overwatch team in Toronto esports for saying racial slurs during a match live on Twitch. In this clip, which is still available from another account on Twitch, you can hear him scream before he goes on to say the N-word about 60 times. Yeah, he said it 60 times. Apparently, he thought another player, which was using Widowmaker, was cheating, and he was just frustrated. His excuse was that he was having a bad day and he didn't get enough sleep before getting on the
If you're having a bad day and your knee-jerk reaction is to scream the N-word 60 times, gang, bro, you clearly are just racist. Like, there's no reason. Like, I've never gotten mad and screamed like Like, yo, you literally had to be out of your body on some Uncle Ruckus type shit, gang.
The game. Great excuse, man. Guys, if you ever say the N-word, make sure to say you were having a bad day and you didn't get enough sleep. You should be good. He claimed that Twitch didn't work for 2 hours after he woke up, and that when he finally did, his internet was lagging. All these details can be seen in this tweet, where he issued an official apology saying, I won't try to argue or make an excuse.
What does brother
I don't have
look
any."
like?
The funny thing is that he actually did make excuses. Immediately after the clip went viral, he was dropped from the esports team, with the esport president, Ryan Pallett, saying, Toronto Esports is an organization built on inclusivity, and we have always had a zero tolerance policy for any forms of discrimination. His Twitch channel was also shut down for violating terms of service.
Yeah, buddy looks like a weirdo.
Dellor then went ahead to say that he deserved to have his contract ended, and in a tweet he added that he was done with esports and not coming back. This wasn't true though, because he did in fact come back and continued with his maniac-like rages. For instance, in this video posted on Reddit, you can see him breaking his keyboard and slamming it in a moment of rage. This was in 2019.
Yeah, this is like, anybody that does this, you know, I get the people that do it for content, but even then it's just like crashing out to where you're destroying your keyboards, you're yelling nigga 60 times. It's like, bro, he's a school shooter that just missed a couple of steps, thankfully. But like, bro, he has anger issues. Nigga, you need to go to therapy.
And he got a ban for his actions. In fact, anger became a part of his reputation. Still in 2019, and this is the third incident, he got angry and told a female teammate on Apex Legends to quote, go cook a f***ing sandwich. The full statement was actually f***ing trash. Go cook a f***ing sandwich, you f***ing bitch. Sorry for the censorship there, guys. Y'all know YouTube been hard on me lately, so y'all gotta deal with some sound effects I'm gonna put over my voice. This happened after apparently he was denied armor. He had asked, can I have the armor or I'm gonna leave? To which the teammate responded with, leave. He immediately started hurling obscenities at her, saying, I hope you get f***ed on. His sexist remarks got him
What? Yeah.
quote, indefinitely banned. Although Twitch later reviewed the ban, in a tweet, Dellor responded to the ban saying, I have made mistakes, but this is my entire life. He added that, Twitch is my life, please don't take it away from me. The ban was lowered to 30 days. This person has a very bad reputation. I don't see how you could undo all this. Well, you can't really. But yeah, let's head on to the next one.
How many? I wonder if I were to fuck up like that, if Twitch would give me that many chances. Bro, this nigga just getting away with murder at this point.
Angel ZilianOP Hamilton. Being a YouTuber is a lot of people's dreams. Being a streamer is a lot of people's dreams. We're in 2023 now, where content creation rules the internet. So it's not surprising that people will do anything to reach that status. With Hamilton, it seems like he hung on to a lie so long that eventually he forgot to keep it up on camera. So what happened and why did his career suddenly end? Shout out to SunnyV2's video, as that's where I got the information from. The following are some of the details of what went down. Hamilton had apparently been in a wheelchair since 2011 due to a serious car accident.
Every video that we watch on this topic, this nigga makes it into the video, because it's just like, how do you forget to act like you're in a wheelchair? I mean, you shouldn't be doing it at all in the first place, but it's just so dumb. These niggas make lies that can't even keep up with them.
A year later, in mid-2012, he joined Twitch and became famous for his personality, gaming skills, and the fact that he was a wheelchair streamer. In a few months, he became a Twitch partner and had a steadily growing audience. No one had a reason to not believe his disability up until January 2013, when his promotional Facebook page was hacked. The hacker, as seen in this post, and this one for instance, strongly suggested that Hamilton was able to walk and was
I didn't know he got hacked though.
Simply faking the disability in order to get donations. It's suspected that the hacker had known Hamilton personally. However, because the hacker never released any actual evidence, the situation got brushed off as someone who was just trolling. But the seed had been planted in the fans' minds, and they would begin scrutinizing Hamilton more closely. This is how someone ended up finding out on January 10th, 2013, he had been banned on Blizz for botting, and had lied that the ban was for account sharing. This put him in a bad light, and in the Reddit post, some people questioned his disability claims now that he was already lying about one thing. While this
So that was already on to him. This is new information. See, this is why you always gotta watch more content, get more.
Redditor was only speculating, he was eventually proven right on April 5th, 2013. During what seemed like a break during a stream, Hamilton simply takes off his headphones, stands up, and walks away. He had left the stream on, so
he walks like he's disabled though.
The whole thing was captured on this widely shared video clip. What was even more indicative of his guilt is that he came back and turned the camera down to hide the view of his wheelchair. Also, his girlfriend Brianna, aka Pantheria, whose voice could be heard in the background, said, "Oh my god," the exact moment that Hamilton stood up from his wheelchair. If that's not an admission of guilt, then I don't know what is. She then tried rumbling on about other stories to cover her shock, but the damage had been done. Hamilton turned off the stream, but the comments started going off, and in a rush to control the damage, he tried lying and said he fell off the wheelchair.
He fell off the wheelchair. Nigga, we seen you stand up, brother. This nigga stood up and ran.
He tried deleting the comments from people calling him out, but soon after this post went up on Reddit, exposed.
If I were him, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I would commit it. Like, it's a miracle! I can walk! Bro, I deadass would have got up and be like, I can walk! Oh, thank you, Jesus! And that's your only option. You're in too deep. You might as well try. You might as well try. Brody said he fell out the chair. That one's not gonna cut it, bro. You are better off just saying it was a fucking miracle.
His scam to thousands, his Facebook got hacked again, and this post went up further confirming that he was scamming people all along. Following the incident, Twitch banned his account and terminated his contract with them. After being away for a while, Hamilton returned to Twitch under a new account, It's Bluish, and then got outed on another Reddit post. Seeing no other option, he decided to come clean once and for all. He did an interview with YouTuber Whereyouatberto, where he said that the reason that he could stand up is that he had been undergoing physical therapy sessions.
This nigga, it's too late for that. You should have did it in that clip. In the moment they caught you, you should have been like, bro, guys, I can't believe it. I walk. You're still trying to fucking cap to us and shit. Months later, like, nigga, you're cooked. You're a perfectly well limb functioning human being. Pause.
I don't understand why you still gotta lie. Anyway, his career has long since been dead, and it doesn't look like he's gonna have a footing in the streaming world ever again, unless he goes to Kick. Follow me on Kick.
This nigga's pushing.
His new YouTube channel only has 8,900 subscribers, and it seems to be inactive. His Twitter account is also mostly dormant, and when it was active, it looks like he was promoting a TikTok account, which no longer exists. Leah, LegendaryLea, May. Twitch has come under fire many times for the misbehavior of some of the streamers on their platform. However, an incident that tops many was when streamer LegendaryLea claimed that kids with cancer are meant to die. Of course,
damn, fuck wrong with what? There's no sentence or joke where that should ever be leaving your mouth.
This was a dumb and insensitive thing to say, and rightfully so. It angered a lot of people. This led to her career taking a big hit. So what exactly went down for her to warrant that statement? Well, it all started when one user who had donated to Leah asked her to promote their stream because it was raising money for St. Jude's cancer research. This request seemed to have triggered her as she went on a whole lecture on why kids with cancer are meant to die. In the clip, she starts off with, I think people should know by now, children that have cancer are gonna die and they are meant to die. She then proceeds to,
what type of bullshit is this? How would you feel if that was your child? Better yet, how would you feel if you were that child?
lay out her thought process and saying people should listen to her because she was a bio major. And although she tries saying that she isn't trying to be mean or anything, this doesn't make the rant any less insensitive. In another part, she adds that children that have cancer have something genetically wrong with them and that, quote, something really awful happened during the genetic sequencing of their bodies. Now, immediately people in the
even if that were true, which I don't know to be true, and I'm not gonna take her word for it, but that doesn't mean that they are just meant to die, bro. Like, what the fuck? Cancer sucks, bro. I lost my dad to cancer. Like, that shit can happen to anybody. Bitch, that can happen to you. What are you talking about?
The comments started pushing back against her dumb take, with some even calling her a monster. Also, although she tried adding that people should donate to St. Jude's to help with cancer research, her message had been tarnished by the cruel remarks. Following the incident in this Reddit post, some people started pointing out that this was part of her character, with one user saying that, quote, she's genuinely, not gonna say that word, and that she behaves like a 10-year-old in most of her videos. Also, some suspected that this was just a publicity stunt because she had been known for doing unconventional stunts to gain more popularity in the past.
And this one thing I've always said about people that go the more, oh, I'm gonna be edgy and I'm gonna say stupid stuff. It's like, okay, it's funny till it's not funny, and then it's just like, yo, you're always having to up the ante, and then before you know it, you're doing stupid shit for clout.
She had already been branded a, quote, booby streamer, which just means that she was one of those streamers trying to get attention from what they wear rather than their content. In fact, as an article on Geek Outpost points out, she was known for wearing tight fits, looking to draw attention on her cleavage, and drinking alcohol during her streams. And this could be true because in the video clip we just saw, she seems intoxicated to a certain level. She did then go on Twitter to apologize for the reckless statements, but the damage to her career remained. It's also worth noting that she seems to thrive in the controversy because just a few weeks later, she got banned for 30 days for allegedly flashing her vagina during a live stream while she was trying to stand up. Again, she went on Twitter to deny it, saying, for the record, thighs don't equal vag. The surprising thing is that despite these dents in her career, she's still on Twitch with her account now having 614,000 followers. This is surprising compared to the 500,000 she had in 2016. Yeah, that's it for this one. Let's move on to the next one. Joe Daddy 505 Ortega. Just a warning, I am going to be talking about this right here. Now, there are plenty of ways to get banned on Twitch. I'm pretty sure you could breathe the wrong way and a Twitch admin would ban you for lifetime. But domestic abuse is among the worst that I've seen someone get banned for on Twitch. In 2016, Twitch banned a streamer by the name of JoeDaddy505 after this clip of him in an altercation with his girlfriend emerged. The video, also shared under this Reddit post, is a disturbing account of JoeDaddy505 seemingly beating and a woman. Apparently, he had been playing NBA 2K16, and once finished, he forgot to turn off the audio on his console, and thousands of people could hear what he was doing in the background. He could be heard hurling threatening words and insults at the woman even as she screams, "Get off of me." The audio gets pretty ugly, and he goes on to tell her some things that I'm not gonna repeat. The whole thing lasts about 5 minutes, and every minute of it is disturbing, even going by the transcription of the conversation on this Reddit post. In the comments, the original audio from Twitch, although now deleted, was watched over 600,000 times. In response to the clip on an Instagram post, JoeDaddy505 claimed he was innocent, saying, "No, I did not rape her. I hit her and fell on top of her and hit her again. I know I shouldn't have done that. It's a fucked up move I made. I'm sorry." However, it's suspected that this might not have been him posting because his social media accounts had apparently been hacked. Also worth noting is that New Mexico police were made
Why do all the niggas that be doing stupid shit get hacked?
aware of the video and traced it back to his home in Valencia County, but they couldn't take action as the victim needed to come forward first. JoeDaddy505 got banned on Twitch immediately. When Engadget reached out to Twitch over the incident, Twitch said, "If a credible threat of imminent physical harm or actual harm to others is made on our platform and timely reported to Twitch, Twitch makes best efforts to reach out to appropriate local law enforcement."
Do you, Twitch? Do you? I don't know. We've been seeing as of late that this doesn't seem to be the case.
In short, Twitch confirmed that in a case like this, they will contact authorities. In addition to the ban, JoeDaddy505 also did get the wrath of people, as many took to social
I feel like Twitch only does something when it gets so blown out of proportion that they can't ignore it anymore.
media to give them a piece of their minds. Daily Mail sampled some of those tweets made under hashtag JoeDaddy505. All social media accounts under his name were, however, scrubbed clean. So far, there have been no signs of him on the internet. Now, if anyone on this list really ruined their career forever, it has to be this dude. Alright guys, that's it for this video.
Word, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, bruh. Again, like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I won't do it like them, bro. I promise I ain't gonna fumble, man. Big Bert, I got you.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.